Friends. Glenda Mullet here, and welcome to my craft room. You caught me. I was just about to have a Hershey's cookies and cream. Oh, I love them. They're my fave. So it is Thursday night and time for some creative stamping in my craft room. I'm just going to head over to Facebook and make sure I am up and running so I can pop back and forth and see people's names because they don't always show up in StreamYard. There we go. All right, so welcome. I'm going to be making a Marvelous M fun fold tonight. It's one of Susan Campfield's, and I asked the question, what bundle do you think I'm using? Either the Fluffiest Friends or Thoughtful Expressions. There was a lot of, hi, Janet. There was a lot of guesses. A lot of them wanted the Fluffiest Friends. So I got them both out. Hello, Facebook user and Facebook user. Who's that over there? Hey, Carmen. Holly. Hello, Holly. Marcia, Kathy. Oh, everybody's getting in the pool and we're going to stamp. So first of all, let's flip this around, and it's time for chocolate. I filled up the basket. We have Ghirardelli bunnies. Now, if you're coming to the Creative Escape on the 17th of February or the 25th of February, you might be getting one of these in your goodie bag. You might. Hey, Pat. Then I have, that one is milk chocolate with caramel. Okay, we've had this discussion before. I say caramel. My grandson says caramel because it's got an extra A in it, Grandma. So there is two ways to say that word, and neither one is wrong. This one is straight milk chocolate. I have a coffee crisp. This one is sugar-free dark chocolate almond butter cup. Hey, Connie. This one is Kit Kat, and it is in the shape of something. It's a Halloween one. So it's in the shape of a bat or a ghost or something. And then I still have one leftover milk chocolate caramel Ghirardelli snowman. Celebration cookies. There's 2 cookies in here, and oh man, are they good. Oop. Oh, look at all these people wanting their chocolates. Smarties. When you eat your Smarties, never mind, I'm not singing. Try and say that without singing. When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you lick them very slowly or crunch them very fast? I just put them in my mouth and eat. There's a mini Milky Way. There's some Haribo Coke bottles, 1 Lonely Taffy left. Lots of stuff. Help yourself. Hello, Marie. Okay. I hope you got your fill. Last day to sign up for the hot air balloon class. Tomorrow I start prep and I order everything. This is the last month that there is going to be kits for 6 cards because I have listened to my people who are taking my classes and they do not want 2 kits for each card. They want to go back to 1. So next month, there'll be only 1. So this one is Wednesday, February the 21st, and today is the last day to register. And then my March class is Lifetime of Love. And there's a sneaky peeky of a couple of the cards. I still have one I haven't made yet because I've been waiting for these to come in. I want to make one with these. Now these are called, hi Marie. Did I say hi Marie? Gold foiled flowers, cards and envelopes. And they're vanilla. And look at the gorgeous envelopes. And then there's a card, but you know that I won't be using this as just a straight card base, right? but I thought, wow, that's pretty. Let's make a card out of that. So a card made using that will be in this spot right here. And of course, there is the monthly tutorial subscription as well. And here's the card, The Great Reveal. I used thoughtful expressions to make this card. Isn't that pretty? And then I said that I wanted your opinion on one piece, because I got this all together, because I'll open it up and you see it's all lovely and blue inside. And the one I make tonight, I'm going to put the where you write in here, because I really don't like it on the back. But that's just my preference. But when you open it up, it's all blue. But then on the front, I used what's that paper called? Dry brushed metallic. And it's in Lost Lagoon. I think they said it was Pool Party. I can't really remember. Let's have a look at the catalog and if it's in here. Maybe this is an online exclusive. I don't remember. Specialty paper. No, I don't see it in here. So it must be online. It's an online exclusive. So do you think that blue looks out of place there? Maybe I should not use that paper on the front. Maybe I need to use something else on the front and then color that. Or, we can just go rogue and completely redo the entire card and use Fluffiest Friends. Okay, somebody says no. No what? Marcia says no. It doesn't look any good. Yeah, I'm thinking it's really out of place. But you see, when it's in here, it doesn't look too out of place. Cajun Craze, Petal Pink, and Soft Succulent. Thank you, Janet. The front is just fine. Okay, then. Well, we'll carry on. We'll carry on. Because, why not? I used Melon Mambo for the ruby part of the ruby-throated hummingbird, which is one of the ones we have around here. And then there's the back. And I used Melon Mambo. This is not a color that I use a lot, and I decided to force myself to use it. Janet, is dry brushed online only? I'm thinking that they took it out of the catalog and left it online. But, I can't remember. I can't remember everything. And today they released so many new things for online exclusives for pre-order for demonstrators and 2 new kits. And I'm overwhelmed. Okay, well, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to look up dry brushed. Maybe it's not available anymore at all. And then I would be really in trouble, wouldn't it? Okay, it is online. It is online. So there you go. Uh-oh, somebody put a big order in. Who? Oh, Renee, did you order a bunch of stuff? I have not yet, because I wanted to wait until my hot air balloon class registration is over so I can order everything at the same time. Okay. Pardon me, going to take a drink. Hello, Facebook user, whoever you are. Hello, Nadine. Okay. So the card base is 4 1/4 by 10 1/2. So you cut off a 1/2 inch from the 11 inch, because you only want 10 1/2. And then you're going to score it at 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 8, and 8 1/4. Oh, Kathy made a wish list. How long is it, Kathy? Hi, Wendy. Hey, Dimity. Oh, so nice that you guys are joining me. Hello. Okay, so once again, 4 1/4 by 10 1/2, scored at 2 1/4, 2 1/2, 5, 5 1/2, 8, and 8 1/4. Now, when I watched my friend Leanne make this card online, she said she didn't understand why they Susan Campfield had put that little fold, those 1/4 inch folds in there. And it's because it makes it easier to close. And Susan said that it makes it a little bit sturdier. And I think it gives it a little bit of something different when you look at it this way. Oh, Kathy says her wish list took up an entire sheet of paper. Good for you. That's the way to go. Okay, so we're going to fold this. So we're going to do valley, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, valley, which means this one. Before I do this, I just want to make sure that I have the right side that I'm folding. And it doesn't matter because they're both 2 1/4. Okay, so valley, fold it over. Make sure you line your edges up before you use your bone folder on that. So that's a valley. And then the next one, that was 2 1/4 spot. Now this is 2 1/2. And it's also a valley. And I'm going to go back and fold these the other way once I get them all done. So valley, valley. Now the center one, I've already folded it to get it in the envelope, but that one's going to be a mountain. And then, so that was at 5. Now this one is at 5 1/2. This is also a mountain. And make sure you get your edges lined up before you head off with that bone folder. And when you do your bone folder, put it so that it pushed down so the paper is laying on your table flat. Make sure your edges are lined up. Hold that firmly. And then start in the middle, go towards the top, and then go towards the bottom. And that will keep your cardstock nice and straight instead of wanting to go cockeyed, which is what it will do because you're pulling at the cardstock. And then I have another valley there. And the last one is also a valley. And you just make sure that you got your edges lined up. So there we go. We have valley, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, valley. Got it? Okay, now I'm going to flip it around because I like when I am doing fun folds, I like doing them both ways to break down those fibers and make your card lay a little bit flatter. Just my preference. This is not something you have to do. All right. And one more. And that's the whole base of the card. You have valley, valley, mountain, mountain, valley, valley. It's my birthday month and I usually get money from my family, so I'll put the money back in my bank account to make up for part of my purchase. Ooh, who is that? Oh, well, happy birthday, Renee. And lucky you getting money from your family. There we go. Now we just have to put all of our pieces on and then we'll do some stamping and stuff. So what do you think about me making the writing spot? Do you think it would look funny if somebody decides to stand the card up like that? So this is how you see the card. So tell me in the comments, do you think that I should leave the designer paper on both sides of the front and put the sentiment on the back? Or can I put the sentiment on the inside there? Okay, so I have basic white that is 2 1/4 by 4, and that's for the sentiment, depending on where we put it. Then I have 3.5 by 3.5, 3.5 by 2.5. That's this one. Wait. Okay, that's this one. 3.5 by 2.5 to stamp the bird on. Then I have 3.25 by 3.25, and that's going to be one of the die cuts. And then I have 3 by 3, and that's the other one of the die cuts. So did you see I layered 2 of those gorgeous die cuts on top of each other? Who is, oh, inside. Oh, I could do that. Somebody said just lay the paper on top so we can see what it looks like. What a brilliant idea. So I'd have to cut it a bit because this panel is wider than this panel. So there's what it would look like. And then I would stamp flower down in here. So I'll leave that there so you can decide while I'm telling you the sizes. This one is 1 by 3 for the sentiment, and I'm going to stamp that and then fussy cut it. Big fussy cutting. Then we have Poetic Expressions designer paper. And there is 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. And they are 2 by 4. And then I have 3 strips that are 3/8 by 4. And those are going to go here. And I'll tell you why those go here in a sec. Okay. Now I'm getting, no, I don't like the white on the inside. Then I have 2 pieces of the dry brush that is 2 by 4. And then 1 smaller piece that is 1.5 by 1.5 because of, I'm going to do that die cut right there. Somebody doesn't like the white. Who is that doesn't like the white? Marcia doesn't like the white. Kathy doesn't like the white. Okay, well, you've got a bit of, I could also cut it down and do this with it. Like leave the designer paper there and just make this smaller so that you get the blue showing all the way around. What about that? Meanwhile, I'm going to die cut some stuff here. Let me get out. Okay, I'm using Memento and Melon Mambo. I'm going to color with this one. I used the the Lost Lagoon combo and the dark Pretty Peacock. This time I got out light Lost Lagoon and light Pretty Peacock. And I'm going to see what that looks like. And then light Melon Mambo. And we're going to use Thoughtful Expressions and the gorgeous dies. When it's displayed, the people will see the writing. Yes, you're right. But on a lot of cards, they do anyways, right? Okay, so that, and then I'm going to finish it off with my absolute favorite embellishment, the iridescent foil gems, because I think maybe we'll try coloring them tonight. What do you think? Shall we color those gems tonight? Okay, so I need, that one is going to go on there. So that's, I'm using 1, 2, 3, number 5 and number 4 of these funky dies. I love these dies. Use matching colored cardstock. What? Use matching colored cardstock instead of white? What a novel idea. Who'd have thunk of that? Not me. So I did a thing today. Oh, I have to clean my plate off here. I did a thing today. I'll show you what I did. Look what I did. I got out a brand new cutting plate. Ooh, look at that. always a good day when you get out a new color plate or cutting plate. I like it. Okay, we're going to cut those two out. And I will get, I think that's boho blue, if I do remember correctly. Die cut number 1. Who else likes these die cuts as much as I do? Anybody else? I just think they're delicious. They are delicious. They're just going to layer on top of each other like that. Now, where did I put that little piece? There we go. This, I'm going to die cut this from the Thoughtful Expressions dies. So I'm going to put that there. But I'm going to stamp the hummingbird. Oh, I know, Kathy. I fought this bundle. This is one I usually do that, you know. I decide that I don't want it and I'm not going to get it and there's no way I'm going to get it. And then I start seeing things made with it. And then I think, oh my, maybe I'll get that bundle. And then it becomes one of my favorite. Every single time. Okay. Going to stamp my hummingbird. Apparently I didn't make my paper wide enough. So I hope this works. Ooh, blending brush and add blue around the edges of the white. Now that would be fun. There we go. And while I got my, well, I don't anymore. I closed it. But while I have the ink pad out, I'm going to stamp this. And then I have to fussy cut it out. There we go. All right. Now, I cut the bird. So remember the other day I don't even remember whether it was Monday, whenever it was, the last time I was using the Flight and Airy designer paper. And I said that I was prepping for the card and I had to stop and fussy cut a bird because I didn't know where my bag of birds was. I found them. I've got like 30 of them cut out. So I don't, maybe I'll have to share them. You don't have the Poetic Expressions designer paper? Well, I wasn't going to get it either, but I had one leftover share from my product shares, so that's why I have some. It's not my favorite paper, but it goes really well with this card. And I love this die cut. Oops. Of course, I can't get it out of the die. Come on. There we go. Look at that. Look at how delicate that is. Is that not amazing? So I did find my birds. Oops, that doesn't go in the garbage. I did find my birds. Apparently, because I knew I had sat one night watching TV with hubby and cut an entire sheet of them. So I knew they were here somewhere. It's just they had flown into some place that I didn't know where they were. Okay, die cutting is done. Reminds me of a lotus flower. Yes, it does. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is put the ruby throat on the ruby-throated hummingbird. We have these here in Canada. And I don't know whether I'm coloring it properly or not, but that's the way I'm coloring it. Now, that was the light melon mambo. And this is light lost lagoon. And I'm going to do the whole thing except for his eyeball. I'm going to leave the eyeball white. Good color. So what have you been up to this week? I haven't talked to you since Monday because yesterday I had a class. So have you been getting your craft on? Have you managed to be crafty and have fun with stuff? It has been a sea of purple in my craft room for an entire week now because I have been prepping for the creative escape. So I've been cutting cardstock and making card kits and making goodie bags and oh my, so many things. There we go. Just making a nice a good coating of the light Lost Lagoon over my hummingbird. We have hummingbirds that stay around all winter. I think it's the Annas. I think it's Anna. I don't know. I don't know one hummingbird from another, but I do know that they stay here all year round and I don't feed them. Lots of people do. And we were having issues with the hummingbird feeders when it was so cold because they were freezing. And people were saying to do all sorts of weird stuff with your hummingbird feeders to keep them warm rather than just bring it in go out every hour and exchange it for an unfrozen one. Cleaning out my former office, 40 years of stuff going to be my new laundry room. Oh, who is that doing renovations? Oh, Pat. How exciting. Long as you're not touching your craft room. Somebody made a Valentine's card, an encouragement card for a friend who has cancer. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Renee, that's not a fun reason to make a card. Kathy is getting crafty today and made a bunch of fun-fold templates from Jackie Bolheis. Aha. Jackie and her templates, I tell you. The best thing she taught me was to do those templates. Because when you want to make a fun fold, all you got to do is go and rifle through your box. So I'm just adding a little bit of dark in some places on this. I don't want to make it as dark as I made that one. And we'll put a little bit up here on the head. Right there. You can kind of follow where the artist has put all the dots and stuff. And then when you get the dark on and it looks ugly, then you take your light and go back over the whole thing. And I know it's going to look like it darkens, but you just have to wait for it to dry. And it blends all the dark in with the light and looks amazing. So what other things have you been doing this week? I wasn't going to be doing anything tomorrow. I had my whole day to play and finish prepping for the escape, and then I got a phone call that requires grandma taxi service. So that's what I'll be doing in the morning. Going and picking up my grandson and taking him off to his class. There we go. Now, as that dries, it will get a bit lighter. What do you think? Does that look like a hummingbird? It's a female hummingbird because they're not as bright as the male hummingbirds are. We'll go with that. Okay, I'm going to cut my sentiment now. And I'm just going to cut that right like that. And then this is going to be straight. Hello. There we go. And then somewhere in here, the rest of the words. There it is. I lost them. Okay, let's just do a little bit of fussy cutting. Oh, you know what I should use instead of this? Ooh, it just hit me. I wonder, one of those, what is that embossing folder called? Thoughtful moments or something. Okay, as soon as I get this cut out, I'm going to pull out my bags. I've got bags of pre-made ones. Maybe we could use one of the ones I've already done. You know that embossing folder with the words and you brayer the color on? I think I showed you guys how to do that, did I not? Did I not do a demonstration of that? This is, I don't like fussy cutting little tiny things like this because my big fat fingers get in the way. There we go. There. Now let's see, where are my bags? I have bags of them. It does add interest, Kathy. Okay, so I have purple ones, which are not going to go very good with this. But this is the one that I used embossing powder on. So I used Versamark, but the color won't go. So we'll just put those ones away. I think they're, oh, I got a white one in there. And then I did lots of them on Highland Heather that night. And look at this. Is that not amazing? But it's purple and it's not going to go. So we'll just put that one away too. And then I have these ones. And they have, I do believe I did Misty Moonlight. And I have a few of them in here. So let's close this card. Let's close this card. Love you, you make me happy. Oh, it's this one I layered right onto a die cut. Look at that. Just because. Could use that one and cut it. That's too big. That's too big. Get well. Oh, that one looks good. What do you think? We use that one? Oh, happy day. No. And I don't like the word sympathy, so I'm not using that. Thinking of you. Okay, get well or thinking of you. Which one do you think we should use? Or should I just use the sentiment the way I had created it? Or we can definitely do another one so that it's in what is that color? Lost Lagoon or Pretty Peacock. Now, you wanted me to sponge on here. So I need to get the stamping paper. Because I used my last one this afternoon. And we'll take, what color is that? I think it's boho blue. Yes, it's boho blue. Oh, what was that? Oh, I just dropped papers on the floor and I don't want to run over them with my chair. Hang on. Oh, Lord. Some days. Okay, boho blue. Thinking of you can be used for any occasion. You're right. Get well. Thinking of you. All right. I need a bigger, I keep getting more and more blending brushes. And I need to get myself a bigger mug to keep them in because they're all squished in there now. Okay, I am going to, hello, Facebook user, whoever you are. Who is that? Hey, Lena. Thinking of you is very versatile. Okay, I'm going to add some, just lightly add some blue around the edges, just to tone it down a bit from being so glaringly white. Like this. And then we'll put it inside, and then we can decide if we want it inside or on the back. Oh, if I do it inside, I have to cut it down. Forgot. There we are. Okay. There's a little bit of boho blue on there. A little bit of boho blue. Oh, there's my enjoy. Okay. So there we go. We could do this. We could cut it down and leave a little bit of that blue showing. What do you think? Inside or on the back? Tell me which one you prefer. It would look like that, but have blue all the way around. I'd make it like quite thin. Okay, while you're deciding, I'm going to put the front on because I can put the front on and I can put the inside panels on too. So the reason you like that for the inside, the reason you have these strips is because it maximizes the cutting of your designer paper. So if you make 2x4 strips, you get a lot more out of a piece of designer paper than you do 2¼ by 4. So that's why Susan Campfield did the measurements this way. Ooh. Maybe we should do this on the other side. Moody Mauve. What do you think? Moody Mauve or blue? The blue would break it up quite a bit. Which one do you like? The blue, or the Moody Mauve? Okay, we have 2 votes for inside with the designer paper showing and 1 for on the back. And somebody says Moody. Oh, mauve. Oh, okay. So while you're continuing with that, I'm just going to cut this down. So this is 2x4, so I'm going to cut this down to 1¾ by 3¾ 1¾ 3¾ and we'll see if that, perfect. So that's what it will look like. But of course now I have blue on there, so I'd have to turn it over and put Moody Mauve on it. Okay, people are voting for blue. Okay, I just have to go back with my blue now because I cut off 2 edges and I got rid of part of the blue. So maybe this card's going to take a little bit longer to do than I thought it would. Wouldn't have been so long if I had have done things right the first time around. That's all right. So anybody got great plans for the weekend? I'm having a scrapbooking class on Saturday. My second one ever in my entire life. We're doing a Valentine's Day double layout. And also all day Saturday is the SSS Super Team event for all of our teams for my Silver Sisters and I. So there is, trying to pick that up. It starts at 7:15 a.m. my time and goes until 5 o'clock p.m. my time. And there is a demonstration every 45 minutes. So we are going to be busy. Thankfully, we do it as a group. You know, it takes a village. And that way, not one person has to be there all day. There's that. So that'll be fun. I always get so many exciting ideas. I think there's 14 demonstrations this time, which is really cool. And we don't choreograph it. We just do what we do. We have a theme of the new catalog. So it has to have stuff out of the new catalog. But other than that, we can basically do what we want, which makes it really fun. Because then you're not, I don't know. I find when I'm told what I have to do and have constraints on my creativity, things don't go well. Oh, take my time. I am taking my time. I love doing this. I love going live with you guys. And I love, oops, I didn't cut that one very long. Oh, well. Shh, don't tell anybody I screwed that one up. It's just like I'm stamping with you in my craft room when I'm live like this. Okay, and then this one's going to go here. Trying to line it up along there, but you know, nope. So we're supposed to have rainy, ugly weather again this weekend, so I don't mind being inside doing classes. They'll be fun. We have unseasonably warm weather to the point that our local ski hills have had to shut down completely. And if they don't get any more snow, they won't be opening for the rest of the year. This is like the 1st of February. Unbelievable. So the one on Vancouver Island, which is Mount Washington, it's about an hour and a half from me, up around where Lena lives. And the ones in Vancouver, Seymour and Grouse, and they are also shut because of lack of snow. So I feel sorry for skiers this year. Okay, there we go. Now we'll put this one on the other side. And tomorrow's Friday. You know, Friday. Yay, Friday. I don't know why Friday is so exciting to me. Because, you know, when you're retired, well, technically I'm retired. One day is the same as the next. Okay, then this one goes in the middle, right there. "20 minutes. That must be Lena. Yeah, 20 minutes from Lena's house. Almost straight up. We went there probably, I think it was 2019 we went, just before COVID hit. We rented a condo up there and went up for 4 days. It was amazing. I loved every second of it because I love skiing. Skiing is one of my passions. Okay, so we got that done. Now we'll do the front. I'm going to put these on there. Snow skiing, downhill skiing. I tried cross country. I don't like cross country because it's too slow. I like whizzing down the hill, and I don't go fast because I don't want to kill myself. But I tried cross country and it's just not my thing. I tried snowshoeing. That's not my thing either. But you know, when you live up north, you try all these different things because they're fun. Back when we worked, Friday was special because it marked the end of the work week. Absolutely. And they were still carrying on from that, right, Kathy? Still carry on that Friday tradition. There we go. Now, let's put this on here so you guys can have a look. Yes. Put the sentiment there. I haven't stamped the flower on there yet, so I'm going to do that in Melon Mambo. And I'm going to put it in this corner because it doesn't have as much blue. There we are. I don't use Melon Mambo a lot, and I don't know why. Oh, people are liking it. Okie dokie. Pokey pokey. Put this in, and then we'll decide what we're going to do for the sentiment. So tell me, where'd my die cuts go? Okay. While I'm putting that in, you guys can have a look at this and tell me if you like. I'm gonna layer this on here like this. Oh, I love these dies. They're so nice. So that's going to go there like that. And then my bird and the flower. Because birds always have to have hummingbirds have to have a flower. And then thinking of you. Up a bit. And then thinking of you. What do you think about that? Do you like that? And do I need to redo it? Because that's in Misty Moonlight. It sort of pulls out the blue in here, but I could redo it in Pretty Peacock. So let me know. I'll put it here. Let me know what you think while I get adhesive on this and put it on the inside. Do I need your address? Who is that? Oh, Marcia, you're funny. Ooh, everybody's liking it. Put this in here like this. I like the idea of the sentiment on the inside. I just don't, on the back just doesn't do it for me. Okay, so, but I need to know, is it okay in Misty Moonlight to pick the blue up, or shall I redo it? What time is it? We got lots of time. Okay, now I want dimensionals, and I want big dimensionals. And we're going to put a row, of dimensionals down the center. Because that's the only place that the center is attached right there in the middle, so that it can go back and forth and let those little wings tuck underneath there. I don't need Pretty Peacock. Okay. Okay. Put this on. And kind of center that up. Oops. Come on. Center that up and down. And I didn't put glue on here yet. Have to do that. And I'm just putting it in the center. We'll let that dry. We get some dimensionals on the bird. The baby ones, I think. And then, do you want me to put the clear iridescent foiled gems, or shall we color them and see what they look like colored? Apparently I'm feeling not so generous with my dimensionals tonight. I'm being very frugal. Okay, so that's going to go about there. I put too much glue on this. I have to get paper and get rid of some of this glue because it'll take forever to dry. Color one so you can see it. Okay. All right. So thinking of you is going to go right about there. So I want the flower to go right about there. And then I want the hummingbird to go right about, oh, got to be careful, his wings. His wings have to be inside the card like that. And I think I'll put the sentiment flat because then it can kind of tuck underneath the bird. Okay. Now pay attention to the wings, Mullet. We don't want him flying off the card. There we are. Oh, you know what I did? Oh, that was really blonde. I put a dimensional and it was hanging off the it's out past the edge of the bird and it was gluing my card shut. Hello, just call me Blondie. Okay, now this is going to go on this side. Tuck that underneath there. Put that right out there. And where's my wink of Stella? Because, you know, we have to put that in. I would color the gems in the Melon Mambo to bring out the color in the hummingbird's throat. That's a good idea. Let's add some winky. I'm not going to make it all winky because I don't like making, like doing the whole thing. I think it just looks funny. But I want to go here. And you know, even after all this time, it's reactivating that Misty Moonlight ink. And I'm going to get some blue on my words. That's kind of cool. Can you see it starting to turn a little bit blue there? You have to be really careful though, because you don't want to go out past the lines of your letters. Thinking of, and of course I'm committed now, so I have to do the whole thing. You. Sorry if you're commenting. I'm not looking to read the comments, so just give me a moment. I get this done, then I'll catch up with them. There we go. Look at that. So cool. No, I have not heard when Winky is available again. I did hear that I got glue here, so I have to get it off. I did hear that they are having trouble getting it. The Wink of Stella company is, I don't know what, they've slowed down production or they're having a hard time getting supplies. I don't know. But I have not heard. It'll come back. It'll just take, you have to give the procurement department time to figure it out. Okay, so I think you're right. I think Melon Mambo would look cool, but I want the dark one. So when you're coloring embellishments like this, always use your dark one because they go light anyways. And I always use the brush tip because I don't use the brush tip when I color. So that way I'm not destroying the tip that I color with. I think I'll do 2 big ones. Oh, look at those. Those are amazing. What a good idea. You have to let them dry a bit, because if you stick your finger on there right now, some of that color will come off. There's still lots of product that you can order. I'm just going into the inventory status report. There's not a lot on there. Winkestell is still to be determined. However, Gorgeous Grape cardstock is on that list, and it's to be determined too. And of course, Lifetime of Love, which happens to be the bundle that I'm doing in my class next month. Thoughtful Expressions stamp set, but those are stamp sets and they'll be next week. They're supposed to be in. But I just noticed that Painted Lavender dies are out again. That's like the 2nd or 3rd time for those. Interesting. Okay, let's put these on here now. I'll try to keep my fingers off of them. I'm going to put one in here. And we're going to put one up there. And one over here. Oh, let's take it off of the papers. Yeah, it's better. They were too close together. There we go. What do you think? What a gorgeous card. You know what, guys? We make good cards together. Between you and me, all your suggestions, I like it. I love that sentiment. I really like that sentiment on there. And, of course, I love these. If you don't buy any other embellishment out of the mini catalog, get these ones. There's one floating around in here. Apparently it came off of its house. Let's just put it back on its house. They have, they're iridescent. The foil that's in there is iridescent, so it has pink to start with. Uh-oh, you know what? This one's come out off of the glue dot. It's not just like there's no glue left on that. So let me show you how you can fix that. Do you ever get embellishments that come right off of their glue dots and then there's no glue dots left? This is what you do. You take this amazing, life-changing bottle of glue and you put a splotch of glue right there, just a little tiny one. You don't have to make it too big. And then, see what I've done there? See that dot of glue? Now I'm going to let that dry. And when it's clear, then I'll put that one on top of it and it becomes self-adhesive again. So even if you happen to have them fall off, see these, they've started using a different kind of plastic and sometimes they fall off. But those ones, the glue dot is still there. I don't know how that one got without its glue dot, but it did. Okay, so there's our card. I love it. I love the changes. And I love having the sentiment on, because it's not, because we did that lovely shading on there, it's not too intrusive when you look at it this way, and you still get to see the designer paper around there as well. Good idea, whoever that was. Perfect. So don't forget, last day to register for the hot air balloon bundle card class and my monthly tutorial. So have I told you guys about my tutorial subscription lately? I don't remember. I do every month for my class. I do a class with 3 cards And then I make a special one, and it's available only to my monthly tutorial subscribers. And you get you get a PDF with all of the measurements for all 4 cards and exclusive full instructional step-by-step video tutorials on how to make each card. They're available worldwide. You don't have to be in Canada, but you can get them in Canada. There's $15 a month, but there's a minimum 3-month subscriptions, which is $45. So you can choose past ones or future ones or mix it up. If I've already done one that you really want, they're available. I'm in the middle of building a page on my blog so that I have all of the links to all of my tutorials there. So all you'll have to do is click it and let me know that you want that tutorial. But those will be the 3-card tutorials, not the 4-card. To get the 4 cards, you need to subscribe to my monthly tutorial subscription. And it is available worldwide, and it's available now. You can get it for the hot air balloon. You can get it for Lifetime of Love, which is the one that's coming up next month. Or you can get one of the past ones. So I just did Nature's Sweetness. That one is still available. I've done, what else have I done? Trusty Tools is coming up. Notes of Nature and Lovely and Sweet. I did that one too. So those are all available. So if you are interested in that, there is a link in the description of the video that you can register for the Lifetime of Love or the hot air balloon. And in there, just tell me you want the tutorial subscription and I will get in touch with you and we'll make all the arrangements. If you live inside Canada, if you live in Canada, you pay by e-transfer. If you live outside of Canada, you pay by PayPal. So it's really easy. I send you a request to pay me funds through PayPal and you click it. You can enter your credit card information. You don't even have to have a PayPal account. I have the PayPal account. So you don't even have to if you want my tutorial subscription. So thank you so much for joining me. And don't forget, if you have enjoyed my video, to hit those emojis. Just hover your finger or your mouse over top of my video stream. And down at the bottom, you will get the little things pop up. And you can tell Facebook that you liked my video. And if you are catching the replay, thank you so much. Do the same thing. You can still rate it with those emojis. And if you're watching me on YouTube, check out my subscription. I'm this close to hitting 4,000 watched hours. I had one goal of 1,000 subscribers and I've blown past that. So now my next goal is to hit 4,000 watch hours. And I'm like, this is close. Thanks, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you Monday night at 7:00 Pacific time for another fabulous card. Stamp it. I'm going to do a sunset and silhouette card with the Jungle Pals on Monday night. So I hope you can join me for that. Who is late? Oh, Eddie, hi. All right. Thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you soon in my craft room. Stampin' Smiles. Bye for now.